Oh shit. I completely forgot I lost my voice. I guess that makes this video more fun. I don't know. I just sound funny. Sure. Let's sip some of the tea before we get into the tea. I'm not cool enough to say that. Yes, I am. See, parts of being a Gemini, since you already saw in the title. Part of it is saying shit like, I'm not too cool. I'm too, what? I'm sorry, I'm fixing the light. Saying shit like, I'm not cool enough to do something, and then being like, oh no, I just got the confidence in 45 seconds flat, and now I am cool enough to do something. Realistically, we're not cool, like as an entire zodiac sign, because we just run off Mercury, which is literally like the planet of anxiety, and my ascending is in Virgo, so you could imagine the self-criticism. I guess maybe you can't, considering how bad my videos are, which, like, I mean, just in the sense of, like, I literally post them, or I do them and then I post them, and I edit them on Video Shop, which is an app. Yeah, none of this is interesting. Let's get into what it is I wanted to do in the first place, which was roast myself, basically. I got all of these from a BuzzFeed article about 19 tweets that will make Geminis laugh harder than they should. One of them is, the first one is, the judgment when I reveal that I'm a Gemini. I literally don't. Like, astrology is such like a huge thing right now. I like read tarot, I like astrology, like all of that stuff is real and shit. I like don't like telling people I'm a Gemini because people's reactions just like isn't good. They're like, you're a psycho, you're like Ted Bundy, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm a human. 2 of them, maybe like 6, but like in one. I'm gonna start lying about my zodiac sign because everyone hates Geminis. I'm a Gemini. That's something you should save till the 3rd or 4th date. I wonder if I should, like, I don't know how to use these things like well enough to like put them on the screen, but I can try. If anyone like knows how to do that. Not that I have subscribers. When you're a Gemini. Okay, that one's true. I mean, most of the two-faced shit is true. And not because, like, we're two-faced. Like, that's such an unfair assumption. It's just because, like, we agree with majority of things. Like, whatever it is that you do is cool. Like, you do you. But, like, I agree with what they're saying, and half the time I agree with what they're saying. And, like, there's just no solution in a Gemini's head. Like, which just sucks, actually. Like, think about that. Like, they're literally just like twins talking. Like, I've had my friend even say like I've done it out loud where I like go back and forth like talking to myself, which is like what I'm doing clearly. And she like sees the thought process. Like, but Rick Loop, he's a tarot reader online. Speaking of, when I did my tarot review decks, I didn't mention my like favorite tarot readers on YouTube, and I like really wanted to do that, so I'm just gonna do that now. Patrizia1111 is like who introduced me to tarot, so like I love her. Her readings are really positive, like really good. Siddhartha Tarot, she's just funny. She just tells you the tea. She's like just hilarious. Elise Jane Tarot, she's Irish. She's a Gemini and beautiful and hilarious. I love her. Sunshine Tarot, or the Tarot Charmer. She goes by 2 usernames, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, Queen Cups. I think that's her name. Also really, really legit. Those are some of my favorite tarot. For Geminis, I find that I can identify with as a Gemini. But yeah, the whole two-faced shit, like being able to see both sides, like I don't know why that's a problem. I also feel like the Geminis get a bad rap too, because like we're like the most human of the zodiac. We're represented by two people. Like Libra should get more slack for being like represented by a fucking scale. Like, you're not even human. Do you have an emotion? Like, sorry that I bounce back from emotion to emotion to emotion because like I don't know what to do. Actually, there's a really funny one about that. Yeah. Me inappropriately overreacting to trivial situations versus me when there's actually a legitimate reason to emotionally respond. And I swear it's just because there's too much going on that it's so much easier just to like, because you just can't process. Like, it takes such a long time for me to process what's going on to my head because there's just so much. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. And I don't know if this is like a Gemini thing or like a Sabrina thing, but I feel like it must be a Gemini thing considering the amount of fucking memes about it. They didn't have to come for Geminis like that. Oh, the movie Split. And there's like 5,000 people. I feel like it's just like we keep things interesting. Like, you don't know who you're going to get that day. You may get the studious one who's like really into the books and is kind of quiet. You may get the Aries moon that's inside me that's just fire and like, you better watch the fuck out. You may get me when I'm really into music or when I feel like being the like sad artist and like writing a bunch, or when I'm really pissed off at them. Like, I'm sorry, like I'm a multifaceted person. Like, I don't understand. Geminis be like, that's also true. Just because I don't like things getting in my way of my mood. Like, even if I'm upset, like even if I'm like livid, I don't like it affecting me. And so I'll get like super mad and then like, okay, I'm good. Let it out. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's backwards. I don't even think you can read it, so it's like super not helpful for you. Sorry. Dating a Gemini is fun. We can plan a vacation, pick out baby names, and break up all in the same conversation. Again, we keep things interesting. I don't see the issue. Also, like, a man can't never get bored with a Gemini. Like, I don't know why you would ever. But yeah, we're like 45 different people. So like, why would you want to date somebody else as well? It just sounds like a lot of work. Like, we're hard to keep happy to begin with because we are so fucking moody. Like, we are, my mother calls me Jekyll and Hyde, and it's really not that inaccurate, even though I deny it all the time. There's one that says the decisions and it's just blank, which I know it just means the meme hasn't loaded, but like, really, like, Geminis don't make decisions. Like, we don't. Like, I don't know one that can. I think it's difficult for air signs in general. I don't want to pick where I want to eat. I don't want to pick the movie. I'll complain about the movie, but I don't want to pick it. Movies are hard in general because they're long and YouTube videos exist. So like, why would you just commit yourself to 3 hours when you could commit yourself to 7 minutes? Gemini thought. But yeah, it's just funny that it's blank because yeah, I am making a decision. It's not happening. It's really fucking hard. When you're Gemini and your next thought already contradicts the incomplete current thought. It's like I was saying, I can see both sides. I know what's up. I like agree with you and I see your point, and I have probably my own opinion about it because yeah, but yes, I also like, I don't know how to fix anything. Like Geminis, I feel like aren't the best problem solvers. We don't have the best judgment of final decision making. Get a Taurus in your life, honestly. They'll tell you what's up. They'll tell you your shit's fucked up. Or an earth sign in general, honestly. Something to ground you because you're way up in your head. No, I was laughing at Nicole Kidman. And that's not Nicole Kidman. That's Naomi Campbell. Their names just... No, they're not. Anyway, I'm just too much for you. Hashtag Geminis. Be like, before you say I'm extra and too much, ask yourself, are you even enough? And it's like the Gemini acceptance. Like, yeah, well, you know what? Maybe I'm not crazy, or maybe I'm not annoying, or whatever it is you call me. Maybe you just can't keep up with my thought process, and that's okay. Not everyone can handle a Gemini. But to be fair, I'm currently dating a Leo, and fuck, Leos are a lot. Like, I think they're like one of the, actually they aren't. Like Aries is just as aggressive as a Leo, I think. Fire is just a lot. Geminis be like, I will argue with anyone about anything. I can atone to this. I don't know if that's the right word, but I can. Yes. I can. I definitely can. There was at one point where I wanted to do a series where I was just like, leave a comment. I will rant about it for 20 minutes because I have an opinion about it. I may not know much about it, but like I definitely have an opinion about it. I'll Google one thing and then be like, oh my God, I could go off. Which is honestly how I got through 4 years of writing at university. I would like read something that an article said and I'd be like, well, I don't agree with that, and then I would just go in and honestly end up doing kind of well because they're like, wow, you think, and it's like, nah, I just have a lot of misguided opinions and anger, and I'd rather like throw it at a paper than like a person. So, which is also, if you're a Gemini watching this, maybe find an outlet if you have an Aries moon, because, or a fire moon in general, or a fire Mercury, or not fire Mercury, a fire Mars, because like it's really difficult to like deal with all of that in your head. Yeah, I mean, probably not, considering Donald Trump is a Gemini, and like we deserve the hate. Like, you're right. Like, y'all gonna learn to leave Geminis alone and have some respect, as Nicki Minaj says. I don't think she's a Gemini. Also, that was really funny about the whole Lana Del Rey being like, I'm not a Gemini, I'm a Cancer. Which I'm a late Gemini. I'm like June 19th, so I bleed into Cancer, and my Mercury's in Cancer, so it's actually hard for me to talk like an air sign because Mercury is the planet of communication. It's like it's actually really frustrating. Because air is really fast, Mercury is really fast, but obviously when it goes into water, it slows everything down and it makes you like have to think in like an emotional sense. So, and a Cancer is like Scorpios to me is like the air sign of the water sign, whereas Cancer is not. What's the Pisces? I was trying to think of what the other water sign was. Okay. When I first looked on them for Pinterest, all of them were Chucky, actually, and like a knife. And now they're like, Gemini is an eternally youthful child. Like, what? What happened to the Chucky ones? Let me see if I can find it again, because those was the ones I wanted. Those were the funny ones. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because Geminis are considered like the most social zodiac. We're one of. I find Leos quite social as well. They like to be the center of attention. Geminis as well are considered to be like social butterflies, but yeah, we are very much those two sides. We're probably like the definition of an ambivert. Like, I do like to going outside, but I definitely recharge from indoors. And also like the whole like we can predict somebody's next move. I don't know. I feel like it kind of depends on the Gemini you are. Like, if you're a very self-centered Gemini who only cares about themselves, probably not. Like, you're thinking about yourself 24/7. But if you're a Gemini who cares about other people and like listens, yes, maybe just based off of listening. But I think more people can do that than just Gemini. Yes, it did say also that Geminis are quite unpredictable. And I definitely think that's just because we don't really know what we're going to do next. So it's really hard for you to know what we are going to do next. How can you just figure it out if we haven't even made the decision ourselves? Which is also kind of why like watching Gemini tarot is so difficult. Majority of people like see like our twins arguing, which is kind of annoying. Like it's like you haven't made a decision yet, and I'm like, I know. I know, thanks for telling me. So yeah, that's like a Gemini reacting to mean comments about a Gemini, I think is what I'm titling this. I guess I should I'm gonna do a thumbnail because I've been forgetting to do those. And apparently those work. Like, comment, subscribe, do you. Let me know if you like my astrology video.